Ain't no fake account. Cause you had to shout. Yeah. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Chris with the Juice. And today I am just here to talk about a few things with you guys. We're gonna get into the topics of um mental health in the black community. But before we do that, I do want to remind you guys to go and like, share, and subscribe the Juice. Also want to ask you guys to go and follow Unique Girls Boutique on Facebook. This is how it looks. You can also follow on Instagram and Facebook. Let's see. At those sites, uniquegirlsboutique.com. Well, no, I don't have that website anymore, but let's see. Let me do it like this. Alrighty, we have Soulmates. 2, and we have Soulmates. 1. And we also have, you can't see exactly. Okay. These are the websites: Unique Girls Boutique on Facebook and unique_girls_boutique on Instagram. And this is how the picture will look. As such, these are business cards. So I just want to go in first and foremost and say that black mental health in the community goes ignored a lot because we're supposed to be strong and we're supposed to have it all together. That is not true. Stop thinking it. Stop being like that. Change your mindset. I want to talk about a few things. I'm going to get a little personal, which I don't like talking about my personal business, but you never know who you can help or who needs to hear this. So, I started having anxiety around August, October of 2019. My granny was getting ready to pass away. Um Heart failure, I believe they said. But anyway, she was getting ready to pass away and they had put her on hospice. And that's when I started experiencing the anxiety that I was experiencing. My granny has been in my life for 25 years, I want to say. Yeah, my granny has been in my life for 25 years. My other granny passed away when I was 18. So, I had to spend as much time with this granny than I did the other granny. So, of course, I've always had a close relationship with my grandmas. So, this really hurt me. That you're telling me my granny is getting ready to pass away. I don't know when she's going to pass away. I don't know when it's going to happen. So, that started making me have anxiety. My chest started getting tight. I felt like I could not breathe. And it was bothering me. Okay, cool. I thought I got away from that after my granny passed away. And then I had another situation happen to me in December. Coronavirus gets here. I ended up getting corona over the summertime. And ever since then, I have been dealing with the anxiety again. So basically, I've talked to a doctor and I've basically told them how I feel. Like, I feel like I can't breathe, or I feel like this, like everything, every time I go to this job, I can't breathe. I don't know what's going on. So, they told me that I was dealing with anxiety and panic attacks. Now, that's a part of mental health. My thing is, when it comes to the black community and you talking about your problems and your issues, and this is from personal experience, people will try to tell you, well, no, that's not, it's just in your mind, or it's this, or it's that. First of all, a thing with me is I don't like nobody trying to tell me how I feel because I know how I feel. Are you in my body? And that's the thing that I'm talking about in the black community. Stop trying to act like these issues aren't real in the black community, because it is. It is. It's real. I'm telling you that I'm having a problem, and you're basically ignoring how I'm feeling because you feel like, because, well, I've been through this and I've done this, and it was just this, you'll be okay. No, it's okay for you. That's your type of personality. And I'm gonna tell you, if you had felt like you had a problem going on and you didn't go seek no help, that means that you're emotionally detached within yourself, and there's something deeper wrong with you. Because I'm gonna go seek help if I can't fix it on my own, because I'm not a doctor, and I know I have not felt this way before. Something's wrong. I need to go talk to somebody, whether it's talking to a friend or a family member. But you also have to remember, you can't talk to everybody, because some people are more judgmental than others, and some people don't understand what you're going through, and that's fine. But I spoke with the doctor. I let them know what was going on, and they told me that I was experiencing um anxiety. So, a lot of people around our community go through things, and they go through it for years, and they ignore it, thinking that, okay, I'm going to be okay. It's cool. I'm strong. I'm black. I have this. Sometimes it does not go that way. We see people committing suicide. We see people killing themselves. We see people killing other people. People going crazy because they have problems that they have not talked about, that they have gone through by themselves. And they don't want to talk about it because you have somebody in the back of your head or on the side of your ear, oh, girl, you're fine. That's just how you are. You need to calm down. Or, boy, you good. Don't nobody care. You a man. You supposed to do this. You supposed to do that. You don't need this or you don't need that. Stop listening to people and go seek the help that you need for yourself. Because at the end of the day, nobody can validate how you feel. Nobody can tell you how you feel. You can get advice all day long. But if you feel like this is something wrong with your mental, up in your head, something not right, I want to kill myself. I want to kill them. I want to do this. I want to do that. I don't like it here. There's something wrong with your mental. So therefore, you need to go seek attention from a doctor. And yeah, sometimes people do just be making excuses for the things that they do. But it is people out here with serious mental health, mental issues. It's people, I don't bring the race in, but you see how other people of other ethnicities go to go to a psychologist at an early age, and when they do something crazy and deranged, it's a paper trail that they have had these problems for this amount of years or that amount of years, and that's why they get out the way that they get out, because it's a paper trail. Oh, well, this person been to the doctor for psychological problems since they was 12 years old. They 30, they didn't kill these 50 people up. It's a psychological thing. Whereas we hold in things, people in the black community, in the African American community, even Hispanic, any community actually, people go through traumatic things as far as molestation from family members, traumatizing situations of abuse, and of mental things that mess up your mental. Just because you did not go through it does not mean that this person is not going through and they don't feel how they feel. And they feel that way because it's people out here telling them that they're okay, or they don't need this, or you'll be okay, or you'll figure it out. No, sometimes people actually need the help. And that is okay. Never be ashamed to go and get the help that you need. It's people who have been molested, touched on, and don't want to say anything because they're scared that their family not going to believe them, or the family know and they sweeping it up under the rug. That traumatizes people, and that there has to do with the mental. I might want to go and traumatize somebody else because I was traumatized. But if I go get the help, I could possibly stop that cycle from still going on and carrying on to when I have kids and to when I have a family. That's much better because it was bothering me. And to when I have my own family. Another example of like a mental situation is I could honestly be crazy, just crazy for no reason. And my parent might feel like, they just have a behavioral problem. They don't need no medication. They don't need this. They don't need that. I'ma whoop their ass. They might feel that way because that's the issue. We don't address mental health in black communities. Disabilities are real, mental health is real, schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, and panic attacks, anxiety attacks. It is okay for us to have these issues in the black community. I'm still a strong black woman, but I'm a strong black woman who can admit I'm not feeling myself. I ain't never in my life had no anxiety attacks. I have asthma. I know when I can breathe because of my asthma and when I can't breathe because, oh my God, my chest is tight. I can't breathe. The asthma medicine not working. I can admit that, oh, wow, this isn't normal for me. And that's okay. And sometimes people will be like, you don't need this or you don't need that or it's just in your mind. No, it's not. I know how I feel. And don't let nobody validate how you feel. If you're going through something, I'm telling you this from personal experience from the bottom of my heart. Take a mental break if you can. That's what I'm going through now. I'm taking a mental break. I'm getting to learn myself. I'm getting to find out the things I like, find out the things I don't like, the things that I want, the things that I don't want. If you need to, go and speak with a psychologist. Go and speak with your doctor. If you have too much on your plate and you feel like there is no leeway, go and talk to somebody. Because you don't want to harm yourself or anybody around you, or you don't want to go through your life going through, oh, I've been molested, I can't tell nobody, or I've been through this and I don't like my parents, or I don't want to talk to my parents. I don't want this relationship with my parents. Let me tell you something. You have got to heal yourself in order for you to be a better person and to get out of that feeling. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry about that. But I don't forgot what I was saying. But those don't live your life in pain and hurt when there is something that you could possibly do about it. Some people do deal with depression and that changes and shifts your attitudes. And sometimes people do feel like, I just feel like they using it as an excuse, or they just over exaggerating, or they just doing too much, or you never will understand a person until they fully tell you who they are. And some people are embarrassed. That's why they say never judge a book by its cover, or you never know. Be kind to people. Choose your words kindly. And sometimes I can be mean to people. When I go through things, I don't want to be bothered, or I just, you have to really understand other people to understand that mental health is real. Um, say for instance, as a child, I went through a lot of traumatic situations like abuse within the home, or abuse within a mother father relationship, or abuse as far as a parent mistreating me. And I grew up, and that's the things that I started doing to my kids. Or I would be abusive to my man or my partner, or the other way around. That is a repeated cycle, and it comes from trauma, and that plays a part of mental health in the black community. Because this is something that I seen my mother or my father go through, or this is something that I went through as a child. I'm only showing you what was taught to me. So it becomes something that is taught. But you can fix that. You can fix that situation. You don't always have to necessarily go to a doctor. You know how we always used to be like, ooh, when I grow up, I'm not gonna do this, or when I grow up, I ain't gonna do that. I don't like how they do that. I'm not gonna whoop my kids. Those are things that you can start to fix within your child, within your home, within yourself. But some things seriously need medical help, medical attention. I look like that. But anyway, my bad, y'all. Y'all know I'm silly. I'm looking a mess. My hair looking a mess. This camera ain't doing me no justice. But y'all get the point. Just pay attention to what I'm talking about. But I just wanted to make this video just to let people know that y'all are not alone. Y'all are not the only ones who are going through something. And what I might be going through might be totally different than what you're going through. What you're going through might be totally different through what I'm going through. But I understand. I understand people need a mental break. I understand people need some time away. I understand people need somebody to talk to. So when people call me and tell me that they need to talk, sometimes just listen to them. Sometimes just hear them out and hear how they feel. Sometimes pull up on the person. Sometimes buy a person some lunch. Sometimes treat a person out. Sometimes do something nice for somebody out the kindness of your heart. Just because you want to go, you want to be there. Somebody could call me today, right now, and be like, Chris, I just need to talk. Okay, what's going on? What's wrong? I'm going to give you the best advice. I'm going to let you know I'm not judging you. I'm going to let you know I hate you going through this. I'm going to let you know I'm here. I could just pick up my phone and just listen to you talk. Sometimes I call people just to want to talk. I don't always want feedback. Sometimes people are negative and give negative feedback. And that's why I said sometimes you have to watch who you call and who you talk to. You can't talk to everybody. Period. That's point blank. Period. And that's just 100. That's the truth. I'm gonna tell you like that. You can't always talk to your family. You can't always talk to your friends. You gotta know who you can talk to in certain situations. And if you can't talk to them, then that's why I'm saying to go and talk to a doctor. If you have been abused as a child, mental abuse, physical abuse, go and get you some help. If you have been molested as a child, touched as a child, feel like you didn't have a safe place, go and get you some help. It is okay to say, I fucked up. I'm fucked up. I need help. That is okay to say, I can't do this anymore. I can't keep being in my mind anymore. I can't keep letting this bother me anymore. I can't keep doing this. I can't keep feeling this way. I can't keep going through these repeated cycles in my life. It's okay to say, I need help. I need you, friend. I need you, sister. I need you, cousin. I need you, mother. I need you, father. I need you, husband. I need you. I need you. And if them people cannot be there for you, don't be mad at them. Some people do not know how to react in certain situations. They don't know how to respond. That's okay. You just know what type of friend you have for that situation. You know what type of friend or cousin or family member you have when you're going through something. You know, you know that type of person. So therefore you can rule them out on calling them when you're going through something. You might have a friend that you can call all the time when you're going through something. Who is going to be honest? Don't you don't want to talk to nobody that's going to lie to you. Period. You want somebody that's gonna be 100 with you and keep it real with you, whether you want to hear it or not. I could call my friend, just a perfect example. Talk to my niece, mama, and my best friend, and they're like, "Okay, well, this is what you need to do because this is what you're doing, and this isn't cool. You need to get yourself up, get out the bed, do something." Because I told them how I felt, and I don't have a problem telling my friends how I feel because they're my friends. It's what they're here for. They're here to help me. I'm here to help them. And when I can't talk to them, like I did, I need a mental break. I call my doctor. I know when something is not off or right with myself because when I get to snapping, you have to know yourself as well. You have to know when your mental is not right. You have to know when something is off about your body, when your body is telling you we need some rest, or your body is snappy, your body is don't want to be bothered. That's when you know when your body is off. That is when you go and you seek you some help because me personally, if I get to spazzing on people, that's when I know, okay, it's time for me to step back. That's when I know, okay, yeah, it's time for me to step away. It's time for me to take a break. I need a break because that's not the type of person I am. I'm a happy, bubbly person. But when I get to feeling down or feeling like I'm finna snap out on people or I'm not myself, I'm not breathing right, like, yeah, I have asthma, but I should be able to with no problem. And when I cannot do this, then that's how I know, okay, this anxiety is taking more out of me than what it should be. So you have to know yourself as well as you know your people that you can talk to. If you absolutely have nobody to talk to, pray. I kid you not. If you believe in God, pray. I have had the hardest time praying because I just feel like I've prayed before, and what is going on? But I will be the first person to tell you, I have prayed for people, I have prayed for myself, and God is one of my best friends. My granny, my mama have taught me how to pray. Point blank, period. Can't nobody tell me nothing about God. God has gotten me out of some of the deepest, darkest situations that I ain't never told nobody about. Because some stuff everybody don't need to know. So I talk to God. God has gotten me out of situations where I was like, dang, I don't feel like I'm ever gonna get out of this feeling. And it has to do with me sometimes. Sometimes it's just how I feel. Other people may be on the outside looking in and don't know what the fuck is going on. They only know what you're telling them. They only know what half of what they see. But only you know when you've had enough. Only you know when you're not feeling well. Only you know when you have had it up to her. Only you know that. So if your mental is off, it could be with a relationship, it could be with a job, it could be within yourself, it could be within your family. Sometimes you have to separate yourself from things that drain you, from things that make you feel bad, from things that no longer benefit you. You have to separate yourself just to get a little mental health, a little mental clarity. Like you have to step back sometimes. So that's a part. If you don't want to go to the doctor, I'm gonna give y'all a few tips that you can use to bring your mental back. To bring you have to heal your chakras. You have to do all of that. I burn sage. You might want to smoke a little 20 twin. I don't do all that though. Um, you might want to burn you a candle. I have candles. I have sage. I get on YouTube. I listen to the seven chakra healing musics. I listen to calming and relaxing like rain that helps me sleep. I've been listening to that since my granny passed because like I was dealing with insomnia. I haven't gotten any sleep. I couldn't sleep. So that was something that helped me cope through that hard trying time. Um, I like to read. Like I said, I have my books. I like to write. I like to shop. So therefore, I have my boutique. Um, I'm gonna give you guys a few tips if you ever feel like you're having anxiety. Um, and one of the techniques, I rub my hands together. It helps bring off endorphins. So basically, the endorphin helps to release stress or, you know, the anxiety. It helps with it. So I rub my hands together. Sometimes you have to stop, take a minute, count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let your shoulders down. That's where a lot of stress sits in your shoulders. Have to let your shoulders down. You have to talk to yourself like, okay, you're gonna do this today. This gonna be a good day. Um, what could really go bad? What could be worse? You have to talk to yourself. You have to talk to God. Just take the time out. If you ain't got nothing to say, just be like, Lord, just carry me through today because I don't know. I'm not feeling it. Pray and let it go. Pray and let it go. Pray to God, tell him how you feeling, and then leave it to him. You have to try to release some of that stuff. But I hope that those techniques helped. I might have been around in circles because I have to get my words together. I probably should have wrote some notes. So the next video will be better. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe. Put your feelings into it. You know, if you ever need somebody to talk to and you don't have friends, pray. Call a hotline where it's free for you to talk to somebody. Uh, it's people every day who want to kill themselves. If you see it on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, take your time out to just comment and tell them, hey, I care about you. You don't have to know this person to care about them. But if you have a heart, you ain't gonna want nobody to kill themselves. So just be like, hey, I care about you. I pray things go well for you. Everything gonna be okay. Don't jump. Don't fall. Don't feel that way. It's okay. You can call me. Sometimes we have to be there for each other. And in my community, I'm not gonna lie, we always bashing people, trying to down people, trying to be better than the next person. Well, we can all eat together for real. We can all eat together. We can all eat together. We can all come together and have these things together. We can help each other together. But it's like we always in a competition. So when I'm going through something, you think it's funny. Instead of you coming to me and be like, sis, hey, what's going on? I can help you. I've been through this before. Instead, people want to sit up and bash you for the things that you go through, like that's your fault. But never laugh at nobody else's story because you never know where God is going to put you. You never know where you may be. I would never do that. I would never go through that. Never say never, baby, because the same way you said never is the same way God could turn your whole situation around and you be there doing worse off than the person you're sitting up here judging. So instead of bashing somebody, be there for them. Be their shoulder to lean on. Be that help. Be that motivation. And sometimes you can't help people. But sometimes if you can, just do it. That's just my personal insight. I feel like uh we as my community, we sit up here and we think that it don't be nothing wrong with people or people don't be going through what they say they going through. And I just feel like if you have not been in their shoes, you can't talk about what they've been through. I feel like I can't talk about what you've been through because I have not been in your shoes. But I can give you the best advice I can give you. I can give you the shoulder to lean on. I can give you the ear to listen. But don't let others tell you what you're going through. You know what you're going through. And if you feel like you need to get some help, get it. If you have been through something traumatic, go talk to somebody. If you have been through something that you cannot forget about, go and talk to somebody. It's okay. Nobody can judge you but God. If you feel like those are the things that you need, the steps that you need to take, go get them. Because at the end of the day, this is your life. And you don't want to keep living your life. You don't want to sit up here and be 70 years old, still holding on to something that happened to you 10 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago. You want to be able to let that go, release it, and live your life. So if you are going through mental problems, need mental help, and I am not a doctor. This is just advice, a little one-on-one talk, a little one-on-one situation. This is my personal opinion. If you feel that you are going through something that you cannot go to someone that you know, go and talk to a doctor. Let that doctor know how you feel. Don't be afraid of them diagnosing you with bipolar. Don't be afraid of them diagnosing you with schizophrenia. Do not be afraid of them diagnosing you with anxiety, panic attacks, or whatever the case may be. Don't be afraid. Go and get that help because that is a lot to carry around on your shoulders. That is a lot to sit up here and feel like you have 10,000 bricks on your back because you are going through something and you don't want to talk to nobody. Go talk to a doctor. That is between you and that doctor. That doctor cannot give out your confidentiality, they can't give out your information. Go and talk to somebody. It's okay. It is okay to be black and have anxiety. It is okay to be black and have bipolar disorder. It is okay to be black and have health issues. It is okay. You are human. You are still strong. You are still powerful. You are still black. You are human. You are human. That's it. That's all. You're human just like every other race. Don't let you being black stop you from getting the help and the healing that you need. Thank you guys for tuning into the juice. I hope that this will help some of you. I hope that if anybody is going through anything, they get the help that they need. Whether it's talking to a friend, talking to somebody you don't even know, I just pray that you get the help. But don't forget to go and purchase your copy of Soulmates 2 on Amazon. Don't forget to go like and follow Unique Girls Boutique. And don't forget to go and get your first copy of Soulmates. And I hope you all have a good day. I will tune in another day. And thank you for watching.